Hi, I'm Steven Mirassou, the winemaker and proprietor of the Steven Kent Winery, located in the Livermore Valley in California. Here to talk about a new release for one of our wine clubs called the Collector Circle. We've been making wines for the Collector Circle and exclusively for members of that club since 2003. And the wines typically are California Italian and California version of Rhone varieties. Wines that are fruit forward, wines that are meant to be drunk younger than our Cabernets, which are our staple for the winery. Wines that are delicious, wines that go great with food. Our January release is a wine called Ventana, which is a blend of Barbera from a couple of different years, 2013 and 2012. Non-vintage blends are unusual in California. Vintage is the year in which the fruit was picked. Most often you see wines in California that have a vintage date on them, 2009, 2012, 2013. We're all familiar though with non-vintage wines. You see them in Champagne all the time. Pick up a bottle of Moet or a Taittinger and these wines don't have a vintage date on them, generally speaking. Those wines are meant to capture the philosophy and ethos of the winemaker. It's more about the vision of the wine, the vision of the house, as it were, than it is about a specific year in which the grapes are grown. And that's what we do on occasion as well. When we find a couple of vintages that work really well together and that display sort of the characteristics of the variety, in this case Barbera, we'll put together the blend because it showcases the fruit and the structure of the wine and not necessarily the year in which the grapes were grown. The Ventana is a wine that is just a perfect wine for food. As I mentioned, it's 100% Barbera. Barbera has a long growing history in California. It comes originally from the northwestern part of Italy, Piedmont, but it's been grown in the Central Valley mostly in California for over 100 years. Used as a blender for the most part. Because of its propensity to really high acid, it highlights the fruit and adds a bit of vivacity and verve and life to blends that are grown in the Central Valley that need that pickup of fruit, need that bit of acidity to make the wines seemingly whole. But when you grow the grape in the right place, in a cooler climate, a coastal climate like the Livermore Valley, you get a wine that has great length to it, really that acid part of the wine that gives you great length, but there's a precision of fruit there too. There's this delicate balance of red fruits, of red plum, some black plum notes, some dried earth tones as well. Characteristics that just go great with food. And with like most things that are Italian, Barbera is just a great accompaniment to all kinds of cuisine, especially Italian foods obviously. The Barbera in Ventana is a fruit that we love, goes great with food, easy to acquire. Just go to our website, www.stevenkent.com. You can become a member of the Collector Circle, and we'll make a bunch of wines exclusively for you as well. Thanks very much.